Yeah.
She would do this.
So back home in Lancaster. Just flew in last night from Kazakhstan. About to get get a recheck for my MRI checked out for my hips. Hopefully it's good news. It's only 2 weeks or some rehab. But a little bit nervous. Hope it's not. Hope I don't have to get surgery or anything like that. But we wish for the best and be with the doctors. I'll know for sure after the doctor.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see, right?
Yeah.
That's not permitted.
Okay, tell me about your pain. Where is it?
It's like lower abdominal,
Yep.
into my hip.
Right.
It's kind of like weird because I had a game. Actually, we had back-to-back games. The first game was on Saturday, so the next day I woke up, I felt something here.
Okay.
I don't know, I felt like something was tight, like muscle tight, and then, I warmed up and I was playing the game, then I just felt something, as I was extending myself, I felt something almost like pop.
Okay.
And then as I kept running and playing, it got worse and worse, so I just stopped.
Okay.
And from that point on, I haven't ran or done anything since.
Okay. Was there any specific injury during either of those games?
No.
Okay.
Nothing that made me stop or anything like that. It was nothing.
When was this? Do you remember the date?
This was November 11th.
Okay.
November 11th.
11/11.
Yeah.
Okay. And as I understand it, you're a professional basketball player,
Yeah.
is that right?
Yeah.
All right. And any previous injury or surgery to that hip?
No.
Nothing in high school or college
Never
sports?
had any
Nothing like
surgery.
that?
Anything, no.
Are you having any trouble with the other hip?
I feel some clicking, sometime popping.
Okay. All right. Any other medical problems you've got? No diabetes, no
No.
high blood pressure, no heart disease, no heart murmur, nothing?
No.
Good, very healthy.
Yeah.
You passed all your team
Yeah.
physicals without a problem? Okay. All right, well, tell you what, take off your jacket if you would. Let's take a look at you. I want to take a look at your x-rays. Thanks for bringing your MRI scan in. Let's see if this computer will make it work. There it goes.
But I definitely feel something just doing out today, for example, today. I moved a certain way where I extended my left leg and I can feel that pulling. Here.
You extend your left leg or
If
your right?
my, just kind of
Okay.
I was walking up the steps, and I just feel
Right.
something, something definitely.
Okay. What kind of treatment have you had so
I haven't,
far?
I haven't had any. I haven't had any.
Your
treatment.
trainer didn't do anything?
Nah, because they didn't really know what the extent of injury. Other than icing and doing natural things like that. But
Right.
outside of that, they were kind of taking caution. They didn't know what was really wrong.
Okay. Would you lay down for me, please? Let's take a look. Now, I'm going to start with the good side. I want to see how the good side moves, then we'll get over to the other one, all right? Relax your muscles the best you can. Doing okay here?
Yeah.
No pain. All right. Then if I rotate your hip like this, no pain, you're doing okay.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Okay. Now, we'll start with this side. You feel me touching you here?
Yeah.
Feel me touching you there. No numbness or tingling, right? Okay, good. Can you lift this leg up off the bed? Okay. Does that hurt you to do that?
No, it doesn't hurt. I feel like it's nothing big, but I feel like a little strain or something.
Okay. Relax your muscles. Now, if I move your knee, does this hurt you in the hip or the knee?
No.
Okay, a little pop in the kneecap, but nothing bad, all right. Now, if I rotate like this, doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not bad. All right, if I bring your leg out like this, doing all right
Yeah,
there?
too.
Okay. Okay. So that doesn't bother you? Okay, good. That's a good sign, because that's a good test of whether this is in the hip joint or whether it's
Yeah.
one of the muscles around the hip joint.
Right.
Good, that's great. All right, now could you roll over on your side facing that wall, please? All right. So if you could put your finger where the pain is the worst, it would be up in this area
It's
somewhere?
It's up in here.
Okay.
Lower abdomen into
Yeah.
my hip, kind of in there.
Okay, can you lift this leg up off the bed?
Yeah.
Does that bother you at all? Excellent, okay. Roll back down on your back, please. Okay, now let your leg go down. Okay, so, how about right in that area? Does that bother you much? Because there's something called a sports hernia,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you've had any.
Yeah, they did mention something like that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there are some muscles that come right down and
Yeah.
attach about right in there.
Right
Does that
here.
bother you much?
Not on the
Not
touch.
terribly?
Not on the
Okay.
touch, but if I was to get up to try to run or
Mhm.
something, I could feel
That's
something.
where it would-
Yeah.
Is your pain more here, or is it more out in here?
And it's kind of like hard to. It's kind of like the pain starts like here, but then I can feel it other places as well. You understand? If that makes sense.
Once again, lift this leg up off the bed. Does that hurt you to do that?
No, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt too bad, but it's like it doesn't hurt, but I feel something that it's not abnormal. Like if I don't feel anything here. So if I do this one, I feel
Tell you what, do like a crunch, do a sit-up. Does that hurt you? Did that cause any of the pain you're talking about?
Just a little bit, but not terribly.
And it bothers you when you try to run?
If I try to run, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's a whole different.
All right.
But again, this happened almost a month ago. You know, so.
Do you think it's getting any better?
It does feel better than the first than when it happened.
Well, let me get you down the hallway. My nurse is going to come right in and get you. We'll get you down the hallway for an X-ray, and I'll be right back to look at those X-rays with you. Okay?
All right, yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
And what would be like just give me like if you have like an estimate, like if it was a hernia and I had to get it removed, what would be like the estimate?
For recovery time?
Yeah. Back playing again.
6 weeks, 8 weeks. For return to sports, maybe 8 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your schedule?
When's
When's your downtime?
I mean, with downtime, depends on whatever it takes for me to get back.
But I mean,
to get back, the season's over in April, late April.
Okay.
Late April, early May. I'm just trying to get back on the court as fast as possible.
I know.
That's all I'm really worried about. I mean, obviously, you don't have to worry about my health too. It's important.
All right, there's 2 potential reasons for this to be hurting you. One is your hip joint, which looks pretty good. It looks like a nice, healthy, young hip. There's a little bit of a bump right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that bump, we'd like to believe that everybody is born with a perfectly round ball and a perfectly round socket, and that's your hip joint, but that's not always the case.
Right.
Sometimes people have a little bump here that with repeated activities, such as running and jumping and
Right.
squatting, that bump rubbing up against here can tear something.
Yeah.
Now, in all fairness, looking at the X-ray of your pelvis, you got the same bump on the other side, but you're not getting pain on the other side.
Right.
The other potential reason could be a sports hernia. That is the abdominal muscles
Yeah, that's exactly
that
where I
come and attach right down to this bone.
I agree.
You can tear that.
Yeah.
And so I'd like to attack this from 2 different directions. I'd like to get an MRI scan here.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask them to put a little bit of IV dye into the hip joint. It'll
Okay.
help outline the tissue there. When they got that MRI scan in Kazakhstan, they got your whole belly and everything, from chest wall down. And so your hip is only, I can't really see much. The hip is only this big on the film.
Right,
So
right.
I need to get an X-ray of that hip.
I just gotta wait and hope for the best and go from there. But I guess I'll be in Lancaster for a little bit during this holiday. I haven't been here in a while, but it's bittersweet. But I enjoy it. Not like being on these circumstances, but it is.